Pretty beautiful. Clocks. Yeah, let's talk about clocks. How does clock work exactly and what all do you have in it? Okay. When I speak clocks, I'm just going to talk about the analog ones, not the digital ones, okay? The analog ones, the circle ones. We have 12, 1, 2, 3, sorry for the circle, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 and 11. Yeah? You know this clock, right? We're not talking digital, we're talking only analog because that's the only thing we need to know in clocks, okay? Now, before we go inside this clock, let's understand one thing. What all do you have? How many hands do you have? You have two hands, right? You have one hand called minute hand, the other called the hour hand. We'll not consider seconds. Seconds is not required, okay? How long does a minute hand take to finish one circle? How long? It takes 60 minutes for a minute hand to finish one circle. What is one circle, by the way? Distance traveled is 360 degree, right? One circle means 360 degrees. I have distance, I have time. I can find out what? Speed. What's going to be the speed of the minute hand? Distance upon time. That is 6 degrees per minute. Keep in mind, speed is something that you can define by yourself. So it's not necessarily kilometers per hour, meters per second. It can be something like degrees per minute also. It's basically distance over time. Okay? It's a ratio. It's not a quantity as such. Yeah? So let's talk about the minute hand speed will be 6 degrees every minute. Every minute the minute hand will go ahead by 6 degrees. Okay? What about the hour hand? How much time the hour hand takes to finish one circle? 12 hours. Okay? So it takes 12 to 12, right? 12 hours. What about the distance traveled? Again the same 360 degrees. So what will be the speed of the hour hand? Distance upon time. So you can say 30 degrees an hour. But you know what? Since this is in minute, I want this also to be in minute. So I'll not keep hour. I'll convert that to minute. So it's going to be into 60. And that's how you get half degree a minute. Alright. So the minute hand travels at 6 degrees a minute and the hour hand travels at half a degree a minute. Are we clear with this? Then we can move ahead, okay? Perfectly fine. 6 degrees a minute is the minute hand and half degree a minute is the hour hand. Alright, let's talk further. So, how will you use this concept? Okay, you will use this concept as a sub-concept, I would say, to a major concept called relative speed. Now, what is relative speed? Speed with respect to the other, right? So, the hour hand, let's say, goes at 6 degrees every minute. So, I'll just make it this way. Let's say this path is 6 degrees. How much does the minute hand goes 6 degrees? How much does the hour hand go? Only half. But they go in the same direction. So can I say they are in the same direction? Because they are in the same direction, the minute hand goes 5.5 degrees ahead of the hour every minute. Because minute goes 6 and the hour goes half. So minute is relatively 5.5 ahead, right? So minute will be 5.5 ahead of the hour, which means every minute the minute hand moves ahead by 5.5. Every minute. Okay? To simplify this, let's understand this. Let's say my clock shows 12 o'clock. What happens at 12? The minute and the hour are like together with each other. Okay? They are overlapping each other. Okay? What is the degree between them if they overlap? 0 degrees. So let's understand what happens at 12:1. Now at 12:1, the minute hand will move ahead by how many degrees? 6 degrees. The hour hand will follow but only by half a degree. Which means what is the separation? 5.5 degrees. Which means I can say that at 12:1, the angle between the hands of the clock is 5.5 degrees. What will be at 12:2? 11 degrees. It will keep going 5.5 every minute. What will be at 12:3? 16.5 minutes. Degrees. Are we clear on this? So every minute it goes ahead by 5.5. So I started with 0 and I keep increasing that by 5.5 every time. Perfectly alright, I'm sure. Yeah, it's really awesome. But it's too complicated. So let's say, for example, if somebody asks you what is the angle at 7:1? You're not going to plot everything down and then measure what is the angle actually, right? So the better way out here is, how do you find angles? So let's say, for example, I have a time 4:24. I want to find the angle at 4:24. Okay? Yeah, it's a one-step calculation. Actually, two steps, but it'll take time as good as one step. Okay, 424. Okay, just take care of two things. This is the hour part. This is the minute part. Let's understand the hour part first. Now, if I say a circle has 360 degrees, and time-wise, I've divided a circle into how many parts? I've divided a circle into 12 parts, right? I divided into 12 parts. What is every part is a degree? 30 degrees. So you can say at 1 o'clock is 30 degree, at 2 o'clock it is 60 degree, at 3 o'clock it is 90 degrees, at 4 o'clock is 120, etc. etc. Are you clear with this? So every hour is 30 degrees. So 4 hours will be how many degrees? 120 degrees. So you'll say the initial is this much. Initial is 120 degrees. At 4 o'clock it will be 120 degrees. That's called the initial. Because we're starting our timing from 4 o'clock and then we're going 24 ahead. We will not start at 12 o'clock and go 4 hours ahead. That's too complicated. So we start at 4 o'clock and we say initial is 120. How many minutes have gone? 24 minutes have gone. Every minute what happens? The hour hand is behind the minute hand by how many degrees? 5.5. So in 24 minutes, it will be 24 into 5.5. Now 5.5 is a brilliant number. Okay? As I always say, 11 by 2 is a better number. Okay? Because you can cancel the 2 out here and 12 11s is easier. What is 12 11s are? Separate 1 and 2 and add and put in between. 132. Okay? When you multiply a number by 11, that's what you do. Separate 2 digits and put the addition in the center. Okay? That's easy, right? For example, if I have 24 into 11, just going a little offbeat, it's going to be 2, 4 and 2 plus 4 is how much? 6. That's precisely 24 into 11. Okay? If you have, let's say, 82 into 11, 8 and 2 separate. There's a problem here. What is the problem? 8 plus 2 is how much? 10. So 0 and 1 carry. Don't worry. 1 carry kar do idhar. 902. Clear? Doesn't matter. Just separate 2 and add and put in the center. Done. So 132. Come back to the problem. You have 132 here and you have 120 here. You have two numbers. Subtract the smaller one from the larger one. 132 minus 120 is how much? 12 degrees. And that is the angle at 424. Done. Clear? So I'll repeat this one more time. For the hour, you just multiply by 30. And for the minute, you say 5.5, which is 11 by 2. Find two numbers. In this case, we have 132 and 120. Subtract, and that is the answer. So let's do one more question on the same type. Let's say you have to find the angle between hands of the clock at 7:40. Okay, let's start. What is the initial? The hour. How much hour? How many hours? Sorry. 7 into 30 is how much? 210. How many minutes? 40. 40 into 11 by 2 is 220. Yeah? What is the difference? What is the difference? 10 degrees. That's the answer. Got that? Subtract the smaller one from the larger one and that will be the answer. Finish. Okay, you don't have to worry at all. Okay, let's take one more example. Something like, let's say, try one more, please. I'd like to give you a nice one now. 10-10. Do that 10-10. There's a reason behind why I gave you 10-10. By the way, do you know this? Whenever you see a clock or a watch brand, they always show the time as 10-10. Why? Why is that? Huh? Ashtravalli. Huh? Whenever they show that, any brand you see, any brand in the world, they'll always show 10-10. Why? Okay, but before that also they should show 10-10 only. Come again? Are you like giving me real stories or just ऐसे मन घड़त कहानी? Real? अच्छा, you read about this? बाप रे, कौन लिखता है ऐसा सब यार? हाँ बोलो. Perfect. That's the answer. It shows the logo. It shows the logo brightly and it shows the logo like titled, you know. Perfectly fine. Okay. So you can't keep another time because it shows the logo in between. Yeah. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कोई मर गया था या हिरोशिमा नागासाकी ऐसा कुछ. थोड़ा आराम से थोड़ा लेवल पे सोचो. हाँ ठीक है. हाँ. All right. What is the angle? Alright, what is the angle at 10-10? 10, 10. What is the angle? At 10 you have 300. In 10 minutes you have how much? 55. So I find the initial angle at 10 o'clock. You find the new angle for the 10 minutes. What is the difference? 2:45. But this will not be in the options. This will not be in the options. You know why? Because it's also called as what kind of an angle? Anyone? Huh? Yeah, I heard the word. Huh? Obtuse is more than 90, not obtuse. This is called reflex angle. So we'll subtract the same answer from 245 and get the actual answer. What is the actual answer? 115 degrees. I mean, actual answer in the sense both are actual answers, but 115 is valid. Okay? So basically what you do is 245 is this angle, this bigger one. We have to find this part. Okay? And that is 115. Alright? Are we clear on this? So if in case your angle exceeds 180, subtract that angle from 360. And that will be your answer. Fair? Alright, let's move ahead. So that is finding the angles. Okay? Let's talk about the next type. In this case, are you clear with finding the angles? No worry at all. Let's say something like this. At what time, please take this question, at what time between 4 and 5 is the angle 30 degrees? At what time between 4 and 5 is the angle 30 degrees? Okay. Now here we don't have the time. We have the angle. We have to find the time. So what we'll do is we'll follow a simple procedure. I'll show you a long method and then we'll develop a quick shortcut on it because it's equation based. And equation based questions can always have a shortcut. Okay. See how it works. So you say 4 and 5, between 4 and 5, when is the angle 30 degrees? We don't know the time, right? So we'll say that time will be what? 4 and 5, between 4 and 5, which means it must be 4 and some minutes. We're supposed to find that minute. Okay, so we start in the same manner as we did the previous questions. Okay, at 4 o'clock, what is the initial angle? 120. In x minute, what will be the angle? X into 11 by 2. Now what did we do? Subtract. But here there's a problem. What is the problem? We don't know which is smaller, which is larger. So when we subtract, you just do one simple thing, add a mod. Because even if the answer is negative, it will turn positive. And what do you want the answer to be? 30. Are we clear? Now when we remove the mod, what happens? What do you mean by mod, by the way? Mod means this is an input which will have an output of 30. But the input can be both minus 30 and plus 30, right? So if it is plus 30 or minus 30, the input is okay. So when we remove the mod, this is what happens. It becomes plus or minus 30. Yeah, because the input can be either plus 30 or minus 30. That's what the rule of mod is. So 11 by 2x is going to be 120 plus minus 30. What is 120 plus 30? 150. What is 120 minus 30? 90. So I'll write both the numbers down. It can be 150 and it can be 90 also at the same time. What? 11 by 2x. So what is x? 300 upon 11 or 180 upon 11. Perfect. I just multiplied it to divide by 11. Yeah. What is 300 by 11? We can convert to mixed fraction. So always do that. Okay. What will be 300 by 11? Always convert to mixed fraction. 11 2s are 22. 8 remainder. 11 7s are 77. 3 remainder. 3 by 11. And what will be here? 11 1s are 11. 70. So 11 6 are 66. Remainder 4 divided by 11. So what time will the angle be 30 degrees? 27 3 by 11 and 16 4 by 11. Okay, so 4 hours 27 minutes and 3 by 11. 3 by 11 is basically 3 by 11th part of a minute. Okay, yeah, because 27 are full minutes. 3 by 11 is a part of the minute. These many minutes. Okay, so this time and the other time will be 4 16 4 by 11. So 30 degrees can be observed twice, not once, 2 times between 4 and 5. Are we clear? So I'll repeat this for you. First we assume that 4x, we assume that some time is x, we don't know the time. So let's say initial angle is 4, so initial time is 4, so 430 is 120 initial angle. 11 by 2x final angle. 11 by 2 minus 120, we do a mod because we don't know which is higher, which is smaller. Okay, that is equal to 30. Remove the mod, you get plus minus. Finish. Calculate, convert the improper to the mixed fraction, and that will be your timings. Are we clear? Now, because this is equation based, we can formulate a straightforward method for it. Okay, all the equation based questions you can formulate your own methods, and your own methods in the sense you remember steps, more like an algorithm, less like an equation. So what are we doing? First of all, we are finding the initial angle first. Then what do we do with the initial angle? Initial angle is here, by the way. Don't focus on these things at all. Don't focus on these numbers at all. Look at this. Initial angle is here. Where does it go? It goes to the angle required. And what it does to the angle required? Adds and subtracts itself. Then to the answer, we double and divide by 11. Simple steps. So we have the initial angle. It goes to the angle required. Adds and subtracts itself. Doubles and divide by 11. Simple steps. Okay. Are we clear on this? So don't note this down. We'll do one more, but we'll do it orally now. Okay. So let's say at what time between 5 and 6 is the angle 40? What time between 5 and 6 is the angle 40 degrees? So start. First the initial angle. What is the initial angle? 150. What does it do? Plus and minus is the angle required. How much does it become? 190 and 110. Then what happens? Double, double. Divide by 11. Divide by 11. Convert the improper into mixed fraction. 34 6 by 11 and 20 degrees. 20 minutes, not degrees. So it's going to be, the timings are 5:20 and 5:34 6 by 11. Are we clear? So see, the entire equation can be done in two steps again. Okay, you have to just take care of the initial angle, angle required, add and subtract, double and divide by 11. Done. Clear? For practice, please try this. At what time between 6 and 7? Okay, at what time between 6 and 7 is the angle 60 degrees? What time between 6 and 7 is the angle 60 degrees? 60. You will try this. 60 degrees. Start. First, what do you do? Initial angle. What is the initial angle? At 6 o'clock, what is the angle? 180. Then what do you do with this? Add, subtract 60. What do you get? 240 and 120. Then double. Then divide by 11. Okay. Convert the improper to mixed. It will be 4, 3, 7 by 11, and this will be 2. How much? 2. Any guesses? 1, 9 by 11. Yeah. So these are the minutes. 6, 43, 7 by 11, and 6, 21, 9 by 11. Are we clear? How is it? Easy? So there are two concepts you got to know. One is finding the angle, one is finding the time. Okay, both of them can be solved easily. Alright? Let's go to the next thing. Okay, the next thing in clocks is the relativity. You can take the topic. Relativity of the minute and the hour. Relativity of the minute and the hour. Let me explain you what I mean by this. When I say relativity of the minute or the hour, I'm talking about this. Minute hand travels 6 degrees every minute. Hour hand follows by 0.5 degrees every minute. Yes or no? Are we clear? 6 degrees minute hand, 5 degrees, 0.5 degrees hour hand. What is the separation that they have? 5.5 degrees every minute. What do you mean by that? They will separate by, keep in mind, okay, talk like this. When talk relative speed, keep this in your head, behind your head, okay, I mean back of the mind. Relative speed is not about comparison, it's about approach speed or separation speed. Relative speed is all about these two things. It's either approaching or separating. When I say approaching or separating, it can be any way. It depends on a starting point. So when I say minute and the hour, and let's say 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock they start together. What minute hand does? It goes ahead by 6 degrees. What does the hour hand do? It goes ahead by 0.5 degree. What is the separation that they have? 5.5 degrees. Can I say one thing? minute hand goes ahead of the hour hand 5.5 degrees every minute. So next minute will go how much ahead? 11 minutes. Next minute I'll go how much ahead? 16.5 degrees, etc., etc. All these degrees, okay? You tell me one thing. When I say minute and the hour, okay, I say minute hand is 360 degrees ahead of the hour. What do you mean by that? When I say minute hand is 360 degrees ahead of the hour, which means what? They are back again. They are back again, not 12. They are back again. Got the point? So what happens is, it's like this. It's changed like this. See, here is the minute hand. Here is the hour hand. They are together. First minute hand goes ahead. Second minute hand goes further ahead. Third minute, etc., etc. will keep going. When I say minute hand is gone ahead by 360 degrees, gone ahead by 360 degrees, what do you mean by that? They are together again. Because going ahead by 360 degrees is coming back to the same person. Yeah? Are we clear? It's like going entire circle. It means you come back to the same guy. Okay. 5.5 every minute. 360 how many minutes? Divide by 5.5. What is 360 by 5.5? 360 upon 11 by 2. I just taught you 11 by 2. That's going to be 720 by 11. What is 720 by 11? If you convert to mixed fraction, you arrive at a very brilliant number, which is 65 by 11. Okay? What do you interpret with this? Your interpretation is that in 65 by 11 minutes, the minute hand will be ahead by 360 degrees, which means it will meet the hour hand again. So minute hand and the hour hand meet every 65 by 11 minutes. Which means if I have a clock and if let's say I start with 12 is like this. This is the first meeting that they have. When will they have the next meeting? Not at 1 o'clock. They'll have at 1, where? 1, 5 by 11. At this time they are back again. When will they be back again next time? 2, 10 by 11. Every 65 by 11 minutes, they keep coming back. Okay? Now, how much is the hour, by the way? How much is 1 hour? How many minutes is 1 hour? Wow, thank you. 60 minutes is 1 hour. But they meet how many times? They meet how much time? 65 by 11. So they meet later. That's why they don't meet at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. They actually meet at 1, 5, 2, 10, 3, 15. Or 3:16 for that matter. Got that? That's why they don't meet every hour. They meet a little more than the hour, which means they will not meet 12 times a day. They will instead meet 11 times a day. That's why the hands of the clock meet, not a day, 11 times in 12 hours. So in a span of 12 hours, they will meet 11 times total. Okay? So in one day, they'll meet how many times? Yeah, this is a very important note. 22 times a day. Minute hand and the hour hand meet every 22 times, total of 22 times in one day. Are we clear? Okay, so I'll repeat this once again, just for understanding. 360 degrees. First of all, let's start with rate of speed. 5.5 degrees per minute, which means minute goes ahead by 5.5 every minute. If it goes ahead by 360 minutes, it will meet. So for going ahead by 360 degrees, you'll have to cover 5.5 every minute. So we found out how many minutes. How many minutes did we find? 65 by 11 minutes, which means they meet every 65 by 11 minutes. Yeah? So 1 hour is 60 minutes only. That's why they meet a little later than the hour. Not exactly at the hour. A little later. Okay? That's why they can meet only 11 times in 12 hours. And that's why they can meet 22 times in a day. Okay? This is just for your understanding. Your question will be this only. Not the other, not the front part. Okay? Not the proof of it. Okay? Just got to remember these two numbers. This one and this one. Okay? 65 by 11. What is the interpretation of 65 by 11? The minute and the hour hand meet every 65 by 11 minutes. Are we clear? Let's move ahead. Okay. So keep in mind there are certain rules in clocks. Certain things to know in clocks. 0 degrees, which means meeting, happens how many times? 11 times in 12 hours. Okay? Not just 0. 180 degree also will happen 11 times in 12 hours. So 0 and 180 both will happen 11 times in 12 hours. any other degree you have from 1 to 179, this will happen 22 times in 12 hours, which means almost certainly twice in 1 hour. Okay, almost there. Okay, so it'll happen 2 times in 1 hour, almost. Okay, but it'll miss out on a few things. That's why it happens 22 times in 12 hours. Not required. The proof is not required, however. So any other angle 22 times in 12 hours. Keep in mind, these are all 12-hour data. When I say day, it'll get double. Okay? Yeah, we can take the next topic.